Hello, this is Alec from the UBR, and today I'm going to be talking about another boring, generic, modern military shooter. Nah, but seriously, Insurgency takes everything boring and generic about a modern FPS, burns it, and buries its remains in the backyard. This game's developer did a better job at making a fun and enjoyable FPS than most AAA developers, including, and I can't believe I'm about to say this, but even DICE. Insurgency is a tactical shooter whose focus is being realistic but still being fun for a casual player. It strips the first-person shooter genre down to its basics and builds an entirely unique experience that I haven't seen in any other FPS I've played so far. It takes away everything that a modern COD or Battlefield player would consider the norm for an FPS. No longer do you have a mini-map telling you where everyone is, and no longer are you able to tell how many bullets are left in your mags, unless you count each and every one of them after you fire them. Two things come together to make this game original and great. One is the bare bones realism that it creates. The second is the fantastic gameplay. Realism plays a huge role in Insurgency. Playing this game is the closest thing to getting post-traumatic stress disorder that anyone who's not in the military will ever have. From the realistic UI of not having anything on the screen except your gun and your number of mags, to the most realistic gun physics I've seen in any FPS. This game is as close to real war as you can get while staring at your computer screen. Gameplay is based around team cooperation and tactics. You can't win in this game if you don't communicate with your squad or teammates. You have to rely on your teammates to shout out enemy positions, since the spotting system in this game is basically useless. You also aren't told if you've killed an enemy, making you go check if there's a body where you've seen him. This feeling of, did I get him? Created some of the most tense moments I've ever had in a multiplayer game. I can't tell you how I felt during my first few matches when I was learning all the ins and outs of the game. The maps are also another great feature of the game. Each one is unique and provides you with great tactical gameplay. The map designers at DICE for BF4 could have learned a thing or two from these indie developers. Realistic gun physics are another reason I love this game. Guns actually feel like an uncontrollable killing machine, in the sense that you can't just put an entire mag in the same exact spot, even when tap firing. Weapons have more realistic weapon sway horizontally and vertically than in any other FPS I've played. Another cool feature of the guns is that they actually smoke from the barrel after firing, creating a sort of fog in front of your sights, making you even more paranoid if you've killed the guy you are firing. You do not unlock guns in Insurgency. You pick one of the different classes, and each class is given 10 supply points to get their guns, explosives, and armor. Even though Insurgency's customization is not extensive, it does change up the gameplay depending on what attachments you get for the gun, and what armor you choose, either light or heavy. Insurgency also has an extensive playlist of game modes for you to play. The ones I enjoyed the most were called Ambush and Push. Anybody who played Search and Destroy in COD will instantly feel at home in Ambush. But that doesn't mean it's a copy of Search and Destroy. Instead of there being two objectives you can plant the bomb at, there's only one, but the attackers don't know that. The attackers are told that one out of the two positions is a bomb site, the other one is a dud. This means that a team, even if it is in comms, would have to split up their forces to figure out what bomb site it is. Ambush also includes another type of attack and defend, this one much more interesting than the regular Search and Destroy mode. It involves one of the players becoming a VIP. If the VIP is killed, the entire team loses, so that means your team must defend their VIP with everything they have. Also, the VIP cannot go lone wolf because all they have is a suppressed pistol, meaning they'd be at a disadvantage to any enemy they face. To win, the VIP must make it to an extraction point without dying and within the allotted time. When I first played this game mode, I was confused why all I had was a suppressed pistol and why my team was screaming at me to get out of the customization menu. One teammate I will remember to this day became my guide, and we came under fire, and he was taken down. I promised I would do whatever I took to avenge him.
Uncle Ben, call an ambulance! Someone call an ambulance!
So I picked up a dead soldier's sniper rifle and put 3 bullets into the heads of the enemies who killed my comrade. Long may he find peace wherever he is now. Anyway, the other game mode, Push, is sort of like a combination between Battlefield's Rush and Conquest. The attackers, who are given 5 respawn waves, must take 3 capture points, one after another, and then destroy the defender's weapons cache. Each time they take a point, they gain another 5 waves. I will not go into details about the other game modes, even though most of the others are rather enjoyable, and I found it hard to pick my 2 favorites. Insurgency is a great game that rewards patient players who are good at communicating and working with their team. It really takes the number one spot for tactical shooters in my book. I would sincerely recommend this game to anyone who is beginning to get bored with Battlefield or any other FPS. The game does have its flaws, like some of the servers being way too laggy, and probably being the largest producer of broken keyboards because of the large amount of rage it produces with almost any new players. Insurgency also isn't a great game if you're looking for a pretty design. It looks very dated, so don't expect much. It is a game that takes time getting to know, and isn't one that is nice and understanding to new players. But what did you expect? This is war. War isn't understanding, you maggot. Now get out there and fight for your country. Sorry about that. My general voice comes out occasionally after having a long session of Insurgency. I personally give Insurgency a 9 out of 10. It is a fantastic game that shows how far independent video game developing has come. Heck, I even admitted it was better than Battlefield 4 in some ways. It is a very good game. Well, this has been Alec from the UBR. Thank you for listening.